How often do you tell yourself, I'll rest later, as if later is some magical place where the to-do list will disappear? I'm here to tell you something that may sound radical in a world that glorifies hustle and grind. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Rest is not what you do when the work is done. Rest is the work. But let's be honest, resting can feel terrifying, can't it? When you stop, the doubts creep in. Am I doing enough? Will everything fall apart if I let go for a moment? We live in a world that equates rest with laziness. We're conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to our productivity. But here's the truth. Constant busyness isn't a badge of honor. It's a cage. Let me take you back to when my daughter Summer was 4 months old. She wasn't sleeping and neither was I. At the same time, I was in the middle of planning a major program launch for my business. I felt like I was spinning out, desperate to find the time and the focus to make it all work. And then the guilt kicked in. I thought, if I don't push through this exhaustion, my business will fail. And if my business fails, I'll be stuck doing the one thing I fear the most, just being a mom. I remember sitting on the bathroom floor crying, feeling like I had no way out. I was stuck in an all or nothing mindset. Either I gave up on my dreams or I burned myself out trying to achieve them. That's when I sent out an SOS to the universe, asking for another way. And the next day, the answer came. A book arrived in the mail. It was called Daring to Rest. It introduced me to Yoga Nidra, a practice of deep rest and relaxation. For 40 days, I committed to it. And here's what I learned. I didn't need to quit my work. I didn't need to give up on my dreams. I just needed to rest. With rest came clarity. With clarity came solutions. And with solutions came the realization that I could have it all, but not all at once. Rest isn't the enemy of productivity. It's the foundation of it. When you rest, you create space for your nervous system to reset, for your creativity to flourish, and for your intuition to speak. Rest isn't about giving up. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that everything doesn't need to be done right now. As women, rest is part of our natural rhythm. It's the winter before the spring, the exhale before the inhale. But our culture has taught us to fight that rhythm, to push through, to keep going, to prove our worth by how much we can achieve. And yet, when we honor the cycles of rest, something extraordinary happens. We come back to ourselves. We remember that our worth isn't tied to what we produce. Our worth is inherent. It's in our being, not our doing. So, how do we start? How do we reclaim rest in a world that tells us we don't deserve it? Here are a few simple practices. Schedule it. Put rest on your calendar like it's a non-negotiable meeting. Treat it with the same importance as your work commitments. Set boundaries. Say no to the things that drain you. Protect your energy like the precious resource that it is. Practice presence. Rest isn't just about lying down, it's about being fully present in the moment, whether it's a walk in nature, a moment of stillness, or a cup of tea. Let yourself be instead of do. Try Yoga Nidra. If you've never experienced this practice, it's a game changer. It's like hitting the reset button for your mind and body. So, today, brave woman, I'm giving you permission to rest. Not because you've earned it. Not because your to-do list is complete, but because rest is your birthright. It's in the pause that we find our power. It's in the stillness that we come home to ourselves. And it's from that place of fullness, not depletion, that we create the life we truly desire. Rest is yours to take. Claim it.